Thanks, Elise. This weather really causing some problems. Health advisory, as she said, heat advisory is in effect throughout the area today, and that can affect your health and any plans you might have. CBSN's Tony Aiello is at Westchester's Playland Park with a big smile on his face, with more on how people are beating the heat, at least there, on this steamy July day. Tony.
July, almost August, right,
Sure
Dana?
enough.
And I am taking the advice to heart. I've got my shades on. I'm wearing that light-colored, loose-fitting clothing. Check out my footwear. I even put on the Converse All-Stars today because they're white, and the black dress shoes that I wore yesterday, it was miserable because my Tootsies were very hot by the end of the day. So we're at Rye Playland, and there's a crowd here. It's building. It's a beautiful day, but, I mean, it's hot, but it's also muggy, and that's really starting to take it out of some folks. I want to show you some of the video that we shot here earlier at beautiful Rye Playland on the Long Island Sound. Kids are getting splashed in the splash zone over by one of the water rides. People are walking around with umbrellas. I saw kids chowing down on ice cream, trying to stay cool, and people chugging water. I've seen at least a half dozen people literally walking around the park with 1 gallon bottles of water. So they are 1 gallon plastic jugs of water, I should say. They're absolutely ready. Also ready is Dr. Shirlita Amler, who joins us. Thank you so much for coming out in the heat. Dr. Amler is the health commissioner for Westchester County, and we've all heard the advice over and over, but people always need to hear it again. So what are the top 3 or 4 things to think about on a hot, humid day like today?
Well, you want to prepare to dress as you did, light colored clothing, short sleeves, not like me in these long sleeves, certainly not in dark.
You didn't know I'd be
colors.
dragging you out here.
No, you wouldn't want to wear black like I'm wearing for an event like today. So dress right, that appropriately, that's the first thing. Second thing is make sure you stay hydrated. So you want to drink a lot of water because your body is losing water, and you may not even be aware of how much you're losing.
Now, they sell all kinds of soft drinks here, but you say water.
I mean, I really prefer people to drink water, but it doesn't matter as long as they're drinking something, although caffeine itself can help you become dehydrated. So really, water is the best thing to drink, and you want to drink a lot of it. Third thing would be stay in the shade when you can. If you can get in the shade, you know, shade is always preferable to the hot sun coming down on us today.
Yeah, we saw people walking around with umbrellas, so their own shade, but also as you walk along the promenade here, they have a covering, and it actually acts as, it kind of focuses the wind as well, so there's a little bit more of a breeze over there coming off the Long Island Sound.
I mean, it's really a beautiful day, and you really want to enjoy it. You just want to do so safely.
Now, a lot of people come here with young kids. Are there particular concerns if you bring an infant or a toddler?
Absolutely. Small children dehydrate much faster. They're more likely to end up with heat-related problems, heat stroke, heat exhaustion, which you want to avoid. So again, light clothing, you know, keep the clothing light colored. Certainly keep them in the shade if you can, a stroller, keep them covered, and lots of fluids. And, you know the signs of heat stroke, heat exhaustion, which would be, you know, that if a person, their skin starts to flush, if their body temperature, they feel really warm to the touch, get confusion, nausea, vomiting. With heat stroke, you can actually lose consciousness. And so those are very serious kinds of symptoms. You certainly, at that point, need to cool the person off and get them to medical care if they need it.
It's advice we've heard before, but we can never hear it enough on a hot day like today. Dr. Shirlita Amler, the Health Commissioner of Westchester County, thank you so much. About 86 degrees here at Rye Playland, but with the humidity, feels like it pushes it well into the 90s. Stay cool, everyone.
Hey, Tony.
Dana.
I'm wondering, because I just heard from the assignment desk, and they said that you are to turn around, walk back to that fountain, and get in it. What do you think about that?
You know, the assignment desk is always telling me to go soak my head, so I guess this is the perfect time to do it, right?
Cool down, okay. Stay cool. Thank you so much for that good advice,
Good to talk to you, my friend.
You too.